007 First Light, bro. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. There was some new gameplay that just dropped. It gave us a whole bunch of insights into what this game is going to be and what it's going to look like. So without wasting any time, let's jump right into it. If you like this, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot. More than you guys know. I love making these types of videos for you guys. So let's get right into it. Number one that I want you guys to know about. So if you're not aware, I feel like most people are aware of this by now, but if you're not, the developer is IO Interactive. They made the Hitman games, the newest Hitman games. So there's going to be a lot of that DNA in this James Bond game. And it will be in terms of stealth, in terms of gameplay, even animations look very similar to Hitman, how he moved. We do see a bit of that, although it is a bit more updated in cinematic, I would say. A lot of people are referring that this is looking a bit like Uncharted, which I can definitely see that. I think it is going to be a very, very interesting game, and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. Second thing I want to talk about when it comes to this game is it's actually running on its own proprietary engine that IO Interactive made the Hitman games on, right? And that's the reason that those open worlds have so much interactivity and dynamic systems at play with the NPCs. So if you've played those Hitman games before, you know how much of the world is interactable. I mean, if you go to a ledge, you can ledge grab onto it. If you go and see some scissors on the nearby desk or some shit, you can go and pick those up, and you can throw those to distract people. You can throw them at people to kill them. There's so many different ways that you can use tools in your environment and the environment itself to really spice up the gameplay and add a ton of replayability to what you're doing. So that's something that we saw a little bit of in the gameplay as well. Again, super excited. I think this engine is perfect for a James Bond game. I mean, again, people are saying it's Hitman with Uncharted, with maybe a little bit of Splinter Cell. I don't know about you, but that sounds fucking amazing. I know people are saying that that's not... Some people are saying it's not good because it's like, oh... with all of that going on, it's not its own unique thing. But let me tell you right here and now that that's going to be amazing, dude. It's going to be great. And I want to talk about the third thing, number 3 that we're talking about here in terms of the setting, right? So most of you guys know by now, but just to reiterate for those who don't, we're going to see a younger, more inexperienced James Bond with this game. All right. The showcase even started by showing that he's not the star of the show. He was, when it comes to the mission setup, he's a rookie agent. So we saw him. We thought we were just going to see him go in all confident, all suave, and take down everything and get out of there like we see in the movies. But in this one, he was actually from what it appears to be, the getaway driver. Like, he was meant to just go in there, hang out, let the other people do the hard work and the mission, and then he's there to drive them back when it's done, basically. So really cool spin on it. And of course, we do get to see that James Bond, not arrogance, but just that side of him that's like, oh, I saw something that's interesting, I'm gonna go check it out, I'm gonna figure it out. And we got to see how resourceful he is with that, and how he does have a lot of potential to become one of the best agents in the world, which makes sense. He's James Bond. He's 007. So, number four already. So with number 4, in terms of the setting, it is going to be a bit more of a linear story with open world sections for missions. This is kind of akin to The Last of Us Part 2, in those earlier missions and those earlier sections with Ellie and Dina, where you had the horse, and you got to go to this massive place with all these bunch of different upgrades you could find, and so there was a bit of an open world, even though it was all in all a linear game. So Sounds like it's going to be like that. There's going to be on rails sections like that driving sequence we saw, like that plane sequence that we saw. And I think it's going to have a lot of that, but it is going to have as well a lot of open world segments. Um, how open those are, we have yet to see, but it sounds like they highlighted that they want to have multiple entrances and exits for these locations. So very interesting to see how that's going to shape up. Number five here. Number five is going to come to be um, that we will have access to I call it the one-stop shop killing and decoy device. You all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the watch. Okay. His watch, we have a lot to talk about when it comes to the watch. A lot of systems at play, and with the elements of how this watch works is very unique. So, like I said, it does offer you distraction elements in terms of poisoning someone so that they have to go and throw up. We saw that in Hitman as well. But also offensive techniques, like they confirm that you get to laser an enemy, you get to laser the environment so that maybe a chandelier falls on someone. Um, you can even deploy smoke grenades, it looks like, from the watch. So there's a lot of different ways you can use the watch. And what I find interesting about this is the way that the resource to use this watch, it's not like a certain amount of clips that you get or a certain amount of uses that you get per mission and that's it. I think they saw that in Hitman. Like you would have maybe one or two poison darts or something, and you wouldn't want to use them because it's kind of that scarcity resource type of mindset where it's like, I don't want to use this because I don't know when the best opportunity will be to use it. So they kind of flipped it on its head for this and offer resources to recharge the watch in the level. And they actually kind of fit this into the lore a little bit by having the watch basically use batteries that can be found throughout the world from other devices or just chemicals. There's a chemical component to the watch when it comes to that poison and those smoke bombs, and it can recycle just everyday chemicals that you would find in like a laundry location or something like that. So that's how they kind of fit it into the lore, and I think that's really, really cool. And it's exciting to see. And I'm wondering if there's going to be anything else meaningful in the levels that we can find. Because personally, for me, if it's just those resources for the watch, I don't know how honestly impactful that's going to be. Like, I can see myself using the watch sparingly and strategically and not really needing a ton of the resources for the watch. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. But I would hope to see that there's other reasons for exploring the levels, like maybe finding different dialogue trees that you can use or just different pieces of environments that you can do. Um, I would like to see some other meaningful impact for the level design and for the other parts of the level. So we'll have to see how that works, right? Um, Number six is going to be something that the levels again are more free form. They offer those challenges and those ways to enter and exit those levels. They did actually talk about, and they showcased even just getting I believe it was he just getting a camera or something like that at the end of the level. It showed different ways that he could accomplish getting that camera. So kind of a small thing, but again, it sounds like they're really gunning for that replayability and that free forming level design that they're known for in Hitman. And again, I'm all here for that. I think that works perfectly in a James Bond game. Number seven, we're coming up here. Number seven, I couldn't think of a ton. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys think of anything else, please leave it in the comments. Please engage with me. I love it. Again, you don't know how much you guys mean to me. So anything, I will respond. All right. I love you guys. But number seven, The story is going to be an original narrative. It was actually inspired. Not a lot of people know this. I actually found this on Wikipedia, but not a lot of people may know. But it is going to be inspired by certain novels and short stories by Ian Fleming. Um, to be honest with you, I didn't do a ton of research into Ian Fleming. I can already see people flaming me in the comments for not mentioning stuff that this man has done or works of his. I'll probably put that in a addendum or something, but I thought that was pretty interesting. That's where they got their inspiration from. And it just goes to show these people talking about how it looks like Uncharted and looks like Hitman. There's nothing wrong with that. I think I talked about in an earlier video, and check out that video if you haven't, but when it comes to where does innovation come from? Innovation comes from taking the ideas of something that's already come before it. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked. And there's nothing wrong with that. So when people say this game is just like Uncharted and Hitman, I say, awesome, dude. That's awesome. I would love a freaking Uncharted Hitman game. Are you kidding me? This looks sick. So yeah, we're going to see how this whole thing shapes out. Number 8, though, this is going to be the bonus one that I have for you today here. IO Interactive CEO Hakan Abrak, I may be saying that wrong. He expressed in an interview, this was with IGN, that he wishes for the game to lead to a potential trilogy of James Bond games. I mean, if that isn't saying a lot in the sentence, I don't know what would. I mean, that's basically telling us that, hey, they are looking to make this game a trilogy. They are looking to add more to this game. Does that mean there's going to be DLC to expand on the universe? I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. We'll have to wait and see on that front, but they're definitely looking to make it a trilogy of such, or at least get a couple games out of this. So may we see an ending that is maybe not super satisfactory, and it's going to be an ending that just leaves us on a cliffhanger. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be. The story so far looks pretty intriguing. The one thing I will say that some people have brought up is the voice acting. Not for James Bond. I think he's pretty good. But for that other character who joined him in the car. And you know what? I don't know if it's actually much so about the voice acting, but it might be more so about the writing. The writing was a little stiff, it felt. Like someone also commented this in a YouTube video that there wasn't enough quips. There wasn't enough funny quips. There wasn't enough reactions to the car chase scene. And I kind of agree. I would have liked to see a bit more emotion and a bit more reactions to that. It just seemed a little flat, in my honest opinion. But again, it's one little slice, man. I don't want to take that and just make an assumption about the entire game. So again, we're going to have to wait and see. It doesn't come out to what, next March or so? Like, it's going to be a while for this game to come out. So they got plenty of time to polish up the game. I know people talked about the frame rate being bad and the presentation being a little iffy here and there. But they got plenty of time to fix that up. I have faith because personally, I'm biased. I loved the Hitman games. Comment below if you played the Hitman games, what your favorite levels were. I would love to engage with you guys, like I said again. So that's really all I got for you. Stay tuned, though. I definitely want to look into this game a bit further, look into other games that are coming out. If you like just watching gameplay of games and watching a stupid guy like myself make videos for fun in his room, that's what I'm here for, and that's what I'd love to have you guys tune in for. I just want to entertain you guys and make a good community. So like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm out of here for now. Peace.